Hey, True Believers England team here. Saturday night, another auction. This time, I said it on the thumbnail. It's Christmas in July. We have a shorter auction this week. Also, there's only one box, probably about maybe 12 lots instead of the usual 20. So it's going to be a little bit different, a little bit shorter. Hopefully, you guys will find something of interest. With me is Evil Black Cat shuffling around here. How you doing? And just shuffling around. All
And the
right.
roboting started as soon as we went live.
Really? Okay. That's always
Yeah,
fun.
while we were offline, there was no roboting. As soon as you start your intro, you
As soon
start
as I said,
roboting.
well, of course, you can't have a decent, we can't have everything working. That would not be one of our shows if everything was going
Yeah,
well.
but the roboting is because of the internet on my end.
Ah, okay. Okay. Anyway, this is what we got first up. You know what? I'm going to find out what this is. I didn't write it down here. This is we got Walt Disney Comics and Stories. Then we have Huey, Dewey, and Louie Junior Woodchucks. Next up is Archie's Christmas Stocking number 150, and we have Archie's Christmas Stockings number 148. I don't know why they're out of order, but after that we have Archie's Christmas Stocking number 605. And then down here we have Betty and Veronica's Christmas Spectacular, and that is issue 159. And then we've got 348, 453, and we've got 618. And then finally, way down there, we've got, I got to bring this up. I can't see that. That is what looks like 629. There you go. Bidding begins as soon as I get that lot number one. But before that, man, this is actually in really good shape. This probably should have been in the fives. This is volume 35, number 7. April 1975 of Walt Disney's Comics and Stories. 50 freaking years old. Wow. Yeah. 50-year-old comic, man. You remember when that meant the golden age? All right. Here we go. Let me get that go for
No,
lot one.
no, for me that meant the Silver Age.
Go for, oh, shut up. But yeah, I mean, I was collecting comics in the 80s, 50 years ago, man. That was when Superman started. The heck is this 50 years being when I was 5? That's wrong, man. I'm too young to be this old. The longer I went, the thicker everyone's accent became. Wait, what? Just got back from 3-day youth hiking camp. Oh, that's a lot of fun. I've actually done that before. We've got family in Texas, and I've broken out of a deep Southern accent, but when you get me near family, oh yeah, it comes out.
Actually, 50 years ago was the Bronze Age, if I remember right.
Yeah, 1975. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
A lot of these books are 50 years old. We're starting with the $2 books, guys. I should say. And yeah, this week is our is the birthday week as well. So look forward to that. We were looking around for some cheap things to do where we could actually go and have a nice relaxing day because the last couple of weeks have been really stressful. And we settled on a zoo trip for my birthday, which I'm okay. They got a good aquarium there. All right. And Austin says 2 on J. Alrighty. One, two, three, four. Each. Okay, and that's Betty, Veronica, Chris, Steph. What do we have here? What number is this? Zoinks! It is number 629. Alrighty. Yeah. Okay, Austin P. Are we go? Yeah, I'm worried about the only thing I'm worried about this auction is that there are a lot of people who come in late because the big dogs and all that show up around then. but there is no late. Not today. Alrighty, let's see how this goes. Let's see, we started at 8:38, and right away we got 8:39. Okay, let me get my stopwatches so I can keep time. So I watched Happy Gilmore, and today I watched something called K-pop Demon Hunters, which is really good. I was actually surprised at how good that movie was. Right. I wasn't expecting it because I'm not. My daughters are into K-pop. I'm not, so I wasn't expecting anything out of that. And the fact that the film ended up actually being funny, yeah.
The only K-pop song I know of is Gangnam Style.
I know. Well, I know a couple of them because my daughters listen to them. Um, they listen to somebody named G Dragon, and there's a band or something. B. I don't know. They're popular now. I saw them touring. They were watching Korean boy bands, and I said, "You need to put on a female. I need to look on my TV and see a female." And they put on this thing called Tiny G, which everybody looked like they were 15 years old. I was like, "Yeah, you guys missed the point." But it actually ended up being a very catchy song called "Meeny Miny Mo," and then they turned on something called "It's Over" by a singer called Lee Hee. Once again, 15 years old. They missed the point, but it's 340. It was good and catchy song though. Okay, so Jim has $2 on G. Betty and Veronica 348 Christmas issue.
I am more into the Korean food than the Korean singing and shows.
The which one?
I am more pro Korean food over Korean entertainment
Okay.
because there back home there used to be this really nice Korean chicken spot.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it closed down due to prices and not enough sales.
Wow. All right, let me put the 1 minute warning here. So far, only J and G has found some love. Good stuff up there, kids. All right. Boom. What's going on? All right. Let's see how this goes. Let's see. We pull a wooden hand card like my ancestor. Who are your ancestors? It actually is a lot easier than it looks. It's like a magic of the invention of a wheel that does most of the work until you hit a hill. Oh, I'm pretty sure that's where it turns into a pain in the ass. Yeah. Alrighty, just got the buzzer, and let's go to the stop here. Alrighty, I'll get these down. We'll get the next round up. And we've got Betty and Veronica number 346 going to Jim, and Betty and Veronica Christmas Spectacular number 629 going to Austin. All right, the rest, unfortunately, hit the reject pile. All right. Boom, boom. There we go. And since the thing is so short, I'm putting, I'm going to just go straight on down the line, the twos, the threes, the fives, and then the big dogs at the end of the night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Wait, I think this just got 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh, you are
7, 8.
jokering with me with this.
Okay, say again.
You know how there's this new law, internet age verification law thing
Sure, why not?
in the UK?
Okay.
Yeah, apparently a green arrow cover is too violent for me to look at unless I verify my age, being over 18.
That is cookies.
Yeah, as far as the comments show, it's apparently a Russell Dowderman green arrow cover.
Okay. Let me get these up real quick. We have issue number 27 of Justice Society of America. Let me get out of the light here. There we go. And we have issue number 28. And here is issue number 31, number 32. Mr. Terrific. He's so hot right now. And then we have issue number 33 and issue number 34. Here is issue number 35. And we have issue number 39 and issue number 42. All right, let me get the go for lot number 2 here. All right. All right, go for lot 2. All right, still in the $2 books, and hello to Jay Lucian. How are you doing? All right. All right. Let's see. Man, it's too late for all of this conversation. What is RDB complaining about?
Where?
Say again.
Where is he complaining?
Oh, I saw. I was looking. I sent the link to Sports Ball and Comics again because it didn't really show up the first time. I have the volume down. I'm in the living room. Oh, you must be in the same kind of position Evil Black Cat is in. Hello to Eric and Boyd. How you doing? And right here we go. England team pulled his. Wait, what? What are you talking about? I don't exactly get that, but no, I didn't. All right. That's why you get married, so you don't have to pull your groin yourself. Let's see, is this that? That's computer glare on. There we go. There we are. Let's see. So far, so no go. As we're at 209 and counting down the first bit. Good books here, kids. So I think, yeah, if we have time, I would love to do the talk about the superhero summer with Superman and the Fantastic Four and everything. Give time for people to actually see the movie. Austin was talking about pulling carts. Oh, okay, I see. A young man, 2 years old. I adopted Havanese this week. Havanese? Oh, Jim says 2 on C. Alrighty, and that is Justice Society number 31. Alrighty.
Is that someone from Havana?
Havanese? Someone. Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
one slick dude adopted a Havanese, somebody from Havana. Okay. Nice. 2 years old, huh? You skipped the diapers and went straight to the terrible twos. Good luck, sir. I had to go through my list before bidding, said Jim. I get that. I get that. All right. Well, you could help sell it to other people. Guys, this is an excellent, excellent series. Very well written, very well drawn. And hey, look, right there, right in you got obviously a story that goes together. I never put I don't know if I've ever had these two covers together before. But they actually, that looks kind of cool. That looks like By the Right Frame and it's wall worthy. Da, 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 da.
I
Alrighty,
mean,
let me get
you can rarely go wrong with Justice Society.
no, no, no. Alrighty, let's see. We got
Like, it is one of the few series that rarely has a bad run. Like Justice Society, Hawkman, and Aquaman. If you ignored that, whatever they were doing in the 2021 to
yeah.
2020,
The
maybe
Dan
two
Abnett
era.
run is awesome. I've got the trades on the Dan Abnett run, and
Yeah,
I've got the trades for uh, the Death of the Prince and all that kind of stuff. Those
yeah.
are some great stories.
Just ignore anything that was happening with Aquaman between the end of the Dan Abnett run and the start of the Jeremy Adams run.
All right, greetings to you, Sir Knight, or to Trustee
Except
Cyclops.
that
Hello
one
to.
team up he had with Barry Allen.
But I kind of took myself out of the new books. I did read the history of the DC universe to see how bad they were butchering the JLA, and they didn't butcher it. They did leave off the word America, which is suspicious because Justice Society of America still has America attached to its name.
I believe that's because at one point they decided to break the League teams up. So there's a Justice League, there's a Justice League of America.
Yeah,
Like they were doing that in Rebirth, where Justice League of America was Batman's team.
yeah, it was the Outsiders. That's what they've done with Justice League. They started naming other teams Justice League. Justice League Dark is the Shadow Pact, but nobody knows Shadow Pact, so they call it Justice League Dark.
Oh no, there was a Justice League of America and an Outsiders team that were both serving the same purpose but doing
Uh
it
huh.
separately.
Yeah, I stick by my words. I'll tell you what, Justice League Odyssey was the Outsiders. You could tell. You could tell the strings. You could see them.
I don't think Odyssey was the Outsiders. I think it was more the space team. I forgot what the name of it was.
Okay, let's get the stop. I just read the first four. They're good. I got the trade paperback at Ollie's once. They had three of the trades, so I picked those up. They still hold up. Oh, okay. One slip comes in with two on F and G, which is the 34-35 combo. Okay. By the way, anything that's not claimed, even after a stop, feel free. 4 and 35. Let's see. You say $4. All right. We got 34 and 35 to one slick dude, and Jim had C. I think that was that, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, there we
F
go.
and
Oh,
G is One Slug Dude,
yep. All right.
and scrolling up, Jim had C. I don't see any other bids.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Um, I've got 6 books up here. Instead of $12, let's say it's $9. I'll knock 25% off of it. That's 25%, right? Yeah. There you go. If anybody wants to take the last of the Justice Leagues here, that is 6 books for $9. That's $1.50 each. All right. Just give me a heads up in the chat there. It's a great deal. Okay. I need a Jim, and I need a Austin, and I need a one sleep. Okay. Here we go. go. Let me get the next round here. We're still into $2. Matter of fact, this is the last of the $2 lots. And we have Archie's Christmas Stocking, issue number 240. Wait a second. Let me make sure that this is in some sort of order here. It's going to be like that again, isn't it? Yep. There we go. And then we've got these. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 again. Okay. We have Archie's Christmas Stocking, issue number 340. And then we have issue number 346. Go. Next up is Archie number 605, Archie's Christmas Stocking. Like I said, kids, it's Christmas in July. I've got a lot of Christmas issues tonight. Superman, or All-Star Superman, issue number 6. And then we have Death of the Spider-Man. This is Avengers vs. New Ultimates, issue number 6. And then we have Daughter of Spider-Man, Spider-Girl, issue number 94. And we have Iron Man, issue number 291. We have Jonah Hex, this is issue number 58, and it's a bit wavy, actually, and that's why it's here on the cover. Then we have Jonah Hex, issue number 70, with the same thing. Alrighty, there we go. Bidding begins as soon as I get that go for lot number 3. I think we're on. Yeah, this is 3. All right. Go for lot 3. Bum, bum. So it's starting to rain outside here. Let's see. Okay, let's see what we got. Nope, no love for these right off the bat. Frankly, I think you should go for those Jonah Hex. It is definitely worth the deal. The Bettys, the Archies. Boom. And what is going on around the world? I have no idea. You know, I haven't checked out like Bleeding Cool and all that kind of stuff in forever. They stopped talking about comics. So it's like I stopped going there.
Most of them are useless now.
Results of the 2025 Eisner Awards as they were announced. I have absolutely I did not know the Eisners were out. Let's see. Best New Series, Absolute Wonder Woman by Kelly Thompson. I read it, was okay. Best Limited Series, Zatanna Bringing Down the House Party. That sucked. That legitimately sucked. And that won Best Limited Series. Like, of all the independent comics, they picked that shit, Bringing Down the House.
Yep.
Best Continuing Series, Santos Sisters by Greg and Fake. Graham Smith, Dave Lynn. Okay. Best Graphic Novel is Lunar New Year Love Story by Jean Lin Young. I haven't heard of that one. Alrighty, Austin comes in with 3 on F, H, and I.
What did Absolute Wonder Woman win again?
Best series. Hold on, I'll read it off in just a little bit again. Spider-Girl, number 94. Hold on just a sec. H was Iron Man, and I is one of the Jonah Hex. Okay. Go ahead.
I don't even think it's one of the best absolute series. It should not be the best series out there.
No. I don't think any of the absolutes, tell you the truth. I know people have been going crazy for them. I just don't get it. I do not get it.
They're all right, but I don't think any of the absolutes actually go for best new series or best ongoing.
Yeah.
I would say it had to be one of the like DC's best ongoings. It would be either Green Lantern or what was that other one? No, that counts as limited. That's actually maxi, so that doesn't count.
I have no idea.
Me, yeah, I was gonna say Batman and Robin Year One, but that's maxi series. That's not an ongoing. It's Batman Dark Patterns. I mixed up the two Batman titles.
Alrighty, and Jim has B and D. That's Betty and Veronica 346. And then All Star Superman number 6. All right. Why are they called absolutes? Because in my mind, thinking of those oversized apps. I know, right? That was an absolute. What are they saying from here on in? This is the Batman? Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm not buying it. No, literally, I'm not buying it. But I meant I'm just not believing it. Like I said before, poor people aren't worrying how to build a Batmobile out of a dump truck. Poor people are worrying about how to get food. Just doesn't quite make sense to me. What's up? Hello to Jackson Raker. What's up? Well, let's see, and there you go. Okay. Alrighty. Good times. Good times had by all. Let's get the 1 minute warning. We just got the buzzer. There we go. And here we hit the clock. Reset this one for next time. We are already on the fourth lot. Alrighty, and the 1 minute warning is up. Did we get anything? Really, that was 1 minute. It went so freaking quick. Alrighty, let me get a stop. When we get these down, we'll get the next round up. Oh, goodness gracious. What did we have here? We had B, which is Betty and Veronica number 346, and D, which is not absolute, but All Star Superman number 6, go to Jim. And then Spider Girl, number 94, Iron Man, number 291, and Jonah Hex, number 70, went to Austin. Alrighty. And the other 4 hit the reject pile. Go. Okay. Rejects are definitely winning the race here today. Let's see. Let me get one of these. Yep. Alrighty, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Really? Is that for the next one too? Yes. Okay. Alrighty, and we have Walt Disney's Donald Duck and the Light-Fingered Genie, plus Donald and his nephews in their secret hideout. Dun dun. And then we've got Walt Disney's Donald Duck, and this is the Giant of Duckburg. There we go. Next up, we have Walt Disney's Donald Duck, The Flight of the Golden Butterfly. And we have Walt Disney's Donald Duck with apparently a do not disturb. It's Donald's nap time. And then we have Walt Disney's Donald Duck, the robot that wasn't there. Well, he's right there. They can't find him. I can help him out there. All right, next up we have Donald Duck, and this doesn't have a subtitle. It's just them in a boat. There you go. And we have Walt Disney's Donald Duck. That is absolutely cute. By the way, these are actually in pretty damn good shape. Huh. Okay. There you go. And then we have another. I didn't write the numbers down because I'm lazy. Alrighty. And here's another. And all right. Oh, here's one with a subtitle: "The Bear Rug of Bugaboo," and it's issue number 95. There we go. All right. And let me get the go for lot 5. All right. Go for lot 5. Here we go. The Spider-Man encyclopedia I had as a kid that I talk about all the time had ads for Spider-Girl trade paperbacks there ingrained in my memory, but I've never read one. Oh, I hope you enjoy that one. Hopefully it's a lot of fun. Okay, let's see. Boom. Alrighty, is there any more love for Walt Disney Comics, or is it time to put this to bed? That is the question. Have I oversaturated the Disney market? Oh, apparently, according to Glenzer, no. He says $2 on all, right above Jim, who says $2 on C and D. So it'd be $2.50 or higher there, sir.
Do we hear $4 on C&D from Jim?
You know, $2.50 is enough. It's not until we reach like $50 do we start going the.
If you aim high, you can be satisfied with low.
Yeah, but if you screw over your friends when they're buying comics from you, they don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah, right now you're not their friend. You're trying to sell to provide for your family. Different mindsets while doing different things. You're back to being their friends when you're doing the regular conversations, but
I'm not going to screw
when you're trying to sell,
mainly also because you don't screw over your customers. And I've got enough trouble with the shipping pissing people off. So. All right. Okay. Let's do 2 on off. Glenzer came in. Glenzer, you might want to check the $2 books as well. Some of the earlier. Oh shoot! This is the last of the $2 books, right?
yes.
Or is this the first of the $3 books? No, this is the first of the $3 books. God damn it!
The scroll still says $2.
I know, so I'm gonna honor the 2, but this was supposed to be the first of the $3. That's why I was like, wait, these are in great shape, and that's why. But there you go. That's my bad. But no, I'm gonna. I'm gonna honor the $2 on this one. All right, there we go. And I'm in my car. I can bid at red lights. Yeah, be safe, please. Alrighty. Let's see. I think we need to, did we get the, nope. Here is the 1 minute warning. Alright. I'm trying to write down all the books from the last. Let's see. Austin had Spider Girl. We really got hit last week hard. And by the way, one of the points of stress is getting books out and all that. I managed to get some out today. Michael Taylor and Tony Hayes, and Gail's expecting some money on Monday. And whatever we have here, I'm gonna get books out to Austin and Jim and Dominic and RDB. And basically, if you Darth Cato just sent me a message. If you think you have some books coming, give me a heads up. I thought I sent him these books, but when I checked, I am holding some. So, all right. But it stresses me out that I have a lot of books here for people. I don't want you guys to feel screwed over. I'm not stealing anything. I'm going to send you your books. It's just, yeah. Anyway, I'm talking too much. Although I'm not panicking. We've had a very stressful week. We're looking for a good day out. Gail specifically, she's been planning a whole bunch of stuff because I know she needs a day out. God bless her. She goes to work and has to deal with people. I at the very least, I work at home. I don't have to raise my hand to go to the bathroom. Okay, and then let's do. He had just a second. Oh, God, I forgot already. There we go. All right, let's take care on that page. Oh, you haven't? Okay. We were talking the other day about shipping your books. So I thought, in my head, it went to, oh, I got to ship Austin's books. Remember, we were talking about you have those treasuries? So that translated in my head that I got to ship them. So thank you for your honesty. Seriously. Got a Twitch notification for Geeky Puppet Show, something YouTube never does. Huh. Yeah, I'm sure. This one doesn't really send notifications out for a while. Alrighty, so let's see. Glenzer had the lot. Just going to put Donald Duck lot to save some time. $2 Donald Duck lot. This is the only $2 Donald Duck lot, I believe. We've got a Scrooge McDuck lot coming up, and that would be 20. All right, and let me get these down. We'll get the next round up. All right, all to Glenzer. Yeah, good stuff, and in great shape. And this was a good deal. This was a very, very good deal. All right, and let's see next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, next up, kids. Whoa, wait. Oh, remember, these are $3. And we have Walt Disney's Donald Duck, issue number 144. There we go. And this is Walt Disney's Uncle Scrooge. Scrooge leads his nephew on a slickery, trickery trail to find the $1 diamond. And this is a Whitman book. Alrighty. And hold on just a second, guys. Evil Black Cat popped in again, and so did Dalton, the Authenticator. He is here to authenticate, make sure that everything is on the up and up. How are you doing, sir?
I am doing okay.
All right. Well, here
It's a
we
bit
have.
surreal. It's a bit surreal that I'm 30 now, but aside from that, I'm okay.
You are 30, sir. In 5 years, you can't even pretend to be young. All right, gang, we've
I am
got it
aware.
yet another Uncle Scrooge of the Whitman variety. This one is the Looney Lunar Gold Rush, and then we have Walt Disney's Uncle Scrooge. It's the Gold Key. It's issue number 92. There you go. And we have Uncle Scrooge issue number something or other. This is the Swamp of No Return. Life is like it. Okay, then we have issue number 177 of Uncle Scrooge from Whitman. Sometimes they put the numbers on top, sometimes they don't. This is Whack. It's every duck for himself in the Riki Tiki Uprising. There we go. And next up, Walt Disney's Uncle Scrooge. This time he's just playing money or the dollar sign. And then we have another gold key. Neither spies, elephant flies, nor the bad guys can keep Uncle Scrooge from the treasure of Marco Polo. All right, there is an M right there in the middle. Just want to point that out. And finally, we have from Gold Key Comics, Extra Fun, 16 fun pages of catalog. Here is issue number 109. There you go. Bidding begins at $3 each. As soon as I get the go for lot, what are we on? 6? I think we're on 6. There's only 13 tonight. Not a long auction tonight. Go for lot 6. All right. It's all downhill from here, says Eric and Boyd.
So, Dalton, what is your reaction to the latest San Diego Comic-Con news?
Which latest San Diego Comic-Con news? I haven't been paying attention.
There will be multiple Sorcerer Supremes.
Okay, that in theory doesn't sound terrible. What in the hell is it connected to?
They're making a music group.
Right now, Doom is Sorcerer Supreme in an event. He loses the position.
Sorry, Evil Black Cat, you're very quiet. I don't know if you're far away from your mic or what the deal is.
Evil Black Cat, can you say
I
that
have to
again?
whisper.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. You say it. I'll translate.
Yeah. All right. So current event is One World Under Doom, where Doctor Doom is the Sorcerer Supreme. At the end of the event, he is no longer the Sorcerer Supreme. And there's going to be a new event where.
All right. Glenzer says 3 on all.
Okay, but Sorcerer Supremes ?
Yeah, it's
so far the leak is just a picture of it saying Sorcerer Supreme, the word Succession, and multiple people like Storm, Gambit, some other people.
What? Okay, Storm I can just about buy because she is like God adjacent. Why in the fuck would Gambit be Sorcerer Supreme?
She's not God adjacent. She's a mutant that was worshipped as a god, but she's not actually God.
Right, but sometimes she uses magic to augment her powers, so I can at least buy that, even though it's stupid, because the whole premise of Triumph and Torment is the only thing that prevented Doctor Doom from not being a Sorcerer Supreme is that he devotes his life to other shit, i.e. his technology and science obsession. So I don't know how people like Storm would even be qualified because she's not a sorcerer first. She's a mutant first who sometimes augments herself with magic. Sometimes.
Okay. That being said,
I'm not against the idea of multiple Sorcerer Supremes because here's the thing that people are forgetting. The Sorcerer Supreme that the position that Doctor Strange holds is the Sorcerer Supreme of the physical universe. For example, his erstwhile apprentice and wife Clea is the Sorceress Supreme of the Dark Dimension, or was until recent fuckery. But being that as it may, point being, if there is another dimension, that dimension needs to have their own Sorcerer Supreme, usually. So I'm not against the idea of multiple Sorcerer Supremes. I am against the idea of people who have no business being a Sorcerer Supreme being the Sorcerer Supreme, because
God
it's not
damn it.
it's not a fucking game of round robin. We don't just switch to the next guy in line and shit. There has to be a trial, and the Vishanti have to appoint them. Damn it!
Yeah. I have nothing to add. This is your fight. I like Sorcerer Supreme Pizza, says Eric and Boyd. He's not bad. He's not wrong. It's good pizza. Well, what do you think Doctor Strange was doing when he didn't have the magic? Surgery? His hands are all messed up.
Well, yes. At the beginning, at least, yes. He was doing surgery. And then he stopped being a medical doctor and became a doctor of occultism. I hate the fucking need to cross his medical doctorship with sorcery. The idea of his character arc is that being a surgeon was suboptimal for him because the bullshit chicanery of Western medicine actually malused or malformed his natural innate desire to be a healer.
Well,
so
I would like
he abandons medicine in favor of sorcery. I'm sick of magic medical doctor being a thing.
I would like to quote a very wise man, so wise that he just got both a Donald Duck lot and an Uncle Scrooge lot, and he says, Dalton thinks today's comics writers are going to abide by laws of continuity. Dalton, come on, man.
I'm not saying they are going to. I am saying they should.
A lot here. Okay.
I am not saying they're going to. I'm saying they should, and if they don't, they're cunts. That's what I'm sorry.
Oh, whoa. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It slipped out before I could catch it. Sorry.
I let it slip too once. It's sometimes it is.
I didn't do it on purpose. My brain just got a half step ahead of me before I could stop myself.
Oh, there they are. I've got the books in a different place today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Wait, that don't make sense. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, this book, these two belong here more than they do with this one. So I'm just going to let this one fly a little bit. What do we got here? 1. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, I know Glinzer, but Anglintine has rules. Rules that he occasionally violates himself, but I am trying to abide by the restrictions.
What did you just say I don't do myself?
Glenzer was saying Dalton's slip is forgettable because it is accurate, and my response is yes, but he has rules. Even if he occasionally forgets them himself, I still try to abide by the restrictions.
That is very accurate. All right, we got Archie's TV, Laugh Out. This is issue number 37. And then we have Josie and the Pussycats, issue number 77. And we have Walt Disney Comics and Stories, issue number 471. Once again, great freaking shape. I'm very proud of this. Issue number 412, right here. It does have a date stamp on the top, though. The sticker is not on the book. It's on the bag. And then we have Walt Disney's Super Goof. Next up, we have Walt Disney Showcase, and this is Mickey and the Sleuth, the Case of the Pea Soup Burglars, and a comedy classic of Mutiny Aboard the HMS Bounty. Yep. And we have Walt Disney's Mickey Mouse, issue number 253. And finally, we have Walt Disney's Mickey Mouse, issue number 37. Its centerfold is loose. Okay, but it's like 1958. Did I write that down? Yeah, it's like 1950 something. All righty, kids. Well, let's get the go for. And go for lot 7. We are almost done. This is a short auction tonight. I told Gail, she says, well, don't get upset if you're not making a lot of money. I said, don't worry, hon. It's a one boxer. I'm kind of expecting it. Alrighty. Oh, I'm blocking the light with my arms. I sometimes I'll sit in the back and I'll just lean back and it blocks the light here. Alrighty. Good time. So have you watched the Fantastic Four and all that yet?
I have watched the Fantastic Four.
Okay, cool.
It was all right. It was better. It was better than I thought it was going to be.
A lot of people are saying that. I loved it. But yeah, I would not mind doing a review, preferably tomorrow, when you're done with all of your whatchamacallits. I'm okay with that. I know you got a lot on Sunday.
No, we moved the podcast to Saturday a while ago because Brainstormer he got a job that has a work schedule. We actually did it on Friday though this week because he's going to see Fantastic Four sometime tonight. So that's why I was able to be here because we did it a day early.
Well, if you want, then tomorrow before we do the cover rankings, let's talk about some superhero movie.
Yep, no problem. For the record, I ended up sticking it between Winter Soldier and Guardians 3. That's where I ended up sticking it.
Yeah. See, for me, you put it right at the tip top of the MCU.
Yeah, but I don't understand the boner people have for Winter Soldier. I think it's the weakest of the original Cap trilogy.
Ah, okay.
I think, yeah, and we last time we had this argument. The entire group voted Winter Soldier as the second best Marvel movie of all time.
And I'm just happy that at my age you think I've got a boner. So there you go.
I mean, I didn't want to speculate on that, but I think that's your and Gail's business. But since you brought it up,
I'm disappointed that the evil black cat didn't come up with that joke. I had to say it myself. Come on, black cat.
I was trying to do you a solid and maintain at least a little bit of mystery there, but
dignity is
you
left
do
a
you.
long time.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. One Slick says 3 on G.
Yeah, you roboted the entire time.
Oh, okay, sorry. All right. So we've
No,
got.
I was saying that Dalton roboted his entire rant.
Oh.
I think that might be on your end because I didn't think.
No,
Yeah,
I heard you perfectly.
It is on my end.
Let's see. That is.
I mentioned that I have terrible internet.
There we go. 243, and that is One Slick did. Alrighty, and
Yeah,
let's
Glinzer.
See, we have Glinzer with 3 on V.
Civil War ended up being a better Avengers 2 than Age of Ultron did by a significant margin. I choose to see Civil War as almost an apology for how shit Age of Ultron was.
I didn't think it was shit. It was fun. I don't think any of the Avenger movies were shit. As a matter of fact,
I'm a bit more picky than you.
Well, that doesn't. No, that's not necessarily so. You just pick different things than I do.
Yeah, but point being, I tend to think the Avengers movies have a 50% success rate. Avengers 1 was great. Age of Ultron was bad. Uh, Infinity War was amazing. And then Endgame was a clusterfuck.
I definitely disagree with you on that. But once again, like I said, we like different things. It's okay. Ultron should not have been a quipster. He was given the personality of, or came from the personality of Tony Stark.
Yeah.
And that's what made him the quipster.
Essentially, the reason why Ultron was a quippy person was because the Mind Stone basically took all of Tony's self-loathing and all of his self-criticism tendencies and stuck it in Ultron's programming.
I thought it was because he got access to 2014 internet.
That could be
Well,
too.
I mean this is also probably true, but the actual like mechanical explanation is because
No,
the Mind Stone
down,
hyperfixated on Tony's self-hatred.
down. No. Come on.
I assume the bird is misbehaving.
No, it's the cat. The
I did
boxes.
nothing of that thing.
The
Hello,
boxes
kitty.
the boxes I use for the to rest the camera and the microphone are the boxes he uses for a nap when I'm not doing a nap.
Well, I hate to be this cat owner, but you should understand the rule that if it fits, it sits. Them's the breaks. We don't get a vote. That's not how this works.
Go on.
Hi, little
You gotta
cat.
get down off the box. There you go. Okay, you could go late. I just pushed you off the box. Why'd you jump back on the box? Get down off the.
Because it's disagreeing with you. It clearly wants to. It clearly wants to be on the box, and it does not care that you don't want it there.
He is just the books that I'm selling. He has decided is his perch. I'm trying to push it. I pushed him off the box, and he climbed up to climb onto the box with the camera.
Again, there is a rule in cat
when those
in cat
comics
speak.
start sliding down that thing, you're gonna jump. You're gonna jump. All right. I think I put the 1 minute warning up like 5 minutes ago, and before the cat came in. All right, let's get the stop here.
The cat is very cute, by the way. They look like a sweetie.
He actually is, and he is a sweet cat. I do like him. There's no way I could convince my family he is not our cat.
Well, the problem you have there is the cat decided it was your cat before any of you did, right? and the cat's opinion is the opinion that matters.
There were a lot of cats in the snow, and I was letting them in, and this one fought them out. He's like, my house. Alrighty, let's go through this.
It decided it was adopting a family, and the family didn't get a vote. That is how cats work.
243 to One Slick Dude. Glenzer has Josie and the Pussycats, number 77. And Jim has Walt Disney Mickey Mouse, number 37. I think that is that for this lot. All right, so that's what's left there, Glenzer. I saw your question there. All right, if you would like me to put you down for him. All right, cool. Yeah, he's the cat. Which books sold? E, B, E, and G cat. Oh well, big Vegas Wolverine Berserker Barrage. Okay, I got it. Okay, I thought you were asking for some books. Jim had E and you grabbed H. Yes, I did. All righty. Super goof. All right. Whoops. All right. And the others go into the reject box. There we are. Do I have another divider here somewhere? Yeah. All right. The division between the 2s and the 3s. Okay, let's put those down, and we'll get the last of the $3. And let's see, we have Avengers, issue number 198. And next up, we have Daredevil, issue number 293. And then we have Marvel 2-in-1, issue number 87. And we have Dark Horse Presents, issue number 36. Alrighty, is scuffed right there. You can see it right beside the pictures. Okay, and that's why it's in the 3 column. And then we have Dark Horse Comics number 1. And we have Classics Illustrated, a Connecticut Yankee and King Arthur's Court.
Ooh, that's a good one.
This is a different copy than the one that sold last week or the week before. Walt Disney Showcase, Mickey and the Sleuth. And this is The Case of the Wax Dummy, Goofy Fulton and Vince's Steamboat. And 2 more books, Dalton.
Yep,
then we have Walt Disney Comics and Stories. And Reggie and Me, issue number 37. There you go. All right, let me get the go for lot. I think we're on 8 right now. All right.
Is there an omnibus for Classics Illustrated?
I don't think so. I mean, there might be. I just don't know. I've never heard of one. But what if I had my finger on the pulse? All right, go for lot 8.
Speaking of checking the pulse of things are still around,
I like this.
Breen?
I don't know. Breen is going to not show up more and more because he's going to have a job to go to. He might be training his body. Jim says, or Glenn says, Jim, you got to watch him, bro. I'm already 2 beers in. There you go. And let me change that to Super Goof. Okay. And in my opinion, only I doubt cinema will ever live up to the comics. They always seem to stray from the books much. They have to piss all over it to make theirs. Sometimes.
I don't mind when they stray from the books. I do mind when they don't understand the reason why the books were the way they were in the first place. Because it's not that they change stuff that bothers me. It's that the changes are either not equal to or greater than the thing that they're adapting. That's when it bothers me. It's not that it's different. It's that it's worse.
I get that they can't do the entirety of the Infinity Gauntlet. They don't have the characters. It would be weird to have all these cosmic entities show up that had never been introduced before.
The Celestials had been introduced twice, though, in both Guardians movies by the time Infinity War rolled around.
Well, the Celestials, but not the Living Tribunal.
Actually, Living Tribunal got a mention in Doctor Strange, and it's not like Infinity War was above introducing new shit, because that was the first time we saw E3 and Nidavellir. So I don't buy the you couldn't have introduced a new shit in Infinity War excuse. Frankly, I do understand that they couldn't have done Mistress Death at the time because she was included with the Fantastic Four for some reason, or not the Fantastic Four, but the X-Men stuff. But point being, what they could have and should have done, and what I thought they were setting up for, was use Hela as the stand-in for Mistress Death, because she is the Asgardian goddess of death. And let's be real here, if Thanos betrayed all of the universe for a super powerful version of Cate Blanchett, no questions would need to be asked.
Yeah.
A lot of questions would be needed to ask.
No, I'm gay, and I can acknowledge how beautiful Cate Blanchett is, and she seems to be, like, almost aging backwards beauty-wise, so I don't think I would need to ask any questions if they swapped Hela in for Mistress Death's part. What'd you say, Evil Black Cat?
Yeah, she's not really that pretty.
Bull fucking and shit, really sir.
Well, everybody has their thing, Sure. I disagree. I think she's very beautiful, lady. Jim says 3 on D and E. The Dark Horse presents. All right. Dark Horse presents. And
Like,
Dark
she
Horse
looks
Comics.
good as hella, but outside.
I gotta disagree with you on that one. She is a beautiful lady, and you can see that in the package, by the way. And that was like 36, I believe. 36. It's Jim. All right, and Jim. And let's see.
Yes, Eric and Boyd, that is precisely what I'm saying. Although to be fair, it's not like speaking of Mistress Death, it's not like Aubrey Plaza would have been a downgrade. To be fair, so either way, if they had kept part of Thanos' original motive, I think we would still be understanding him and going, "Yep, that makes sense."
Were you messing with the front door?
Yeah, I just locked it.
Okay. Let's see. Winter had Reggie and me, and then let's see. Do some. I don't mind some changes, but inserting the agenda. Yeah, that changes the tone and what the story is about. Tony Hayes says 3 on The Thing and Ant-Man. All right, it's Marvel 201. That was issue number 87.
It does kind of annoy me that they introduced Death after the Infinity Saga. It's kind of like introducing Adam Warlock in Guardians 3 instead of in either of the Infinity movies. It's like, why would you introduce the character after their most relevant and iconic storyline? That's kind of lame.
Sorry, guys. Gail came in. I have a little conversation with her. Yeah, the cat's trying to jump on the box. I've been putting him on this box, so he's probably confused as hell. Now he's sitting on the comics I'm trying to sell.
I tried to explain this to you. If it fits, it sits.
Yeah.
Them's the rules.
It's a comic with a little bit of hair, cat hair.
Right. Okay. Yeah, it's a bonus. Maybe I should charge more for the cat hair. Yeah. Next thing we know, we're gonna hear that Michelle Pfeiffer wasn't that hot. Yeah. Reggie and me like Mac and me, but with humans. Yes, it's exactly the same story. Yep. Alrighty, let's get the 1-minute warning here.
I think it's just because they didn't have rights to the character at the time. But like I said, I think it would have made sense if they swapped Death proper in for Hela, given the characters they did have access to.
Let's see. That is that. Okay, I've got. Who do I need? I need Reggie, Windsor, and Jim. Did I say Reggie? Tony. Windsor. Okay, there we go. There was a Reggie. Cats love boxes. E. Do you have an empty one for him? I do not. I don't have empty. Too many empty boxes at all. As a matter of fact, I just don't. Well, actually, I do. I was thinking short boxes, but yeah, I've got a lot of empty boxes.
Yeah, just give the cat an empty box to play with.
All right, I'll be right back. All right, cat, take this and fuck off.
All right, it is getting late, so later, folks.
That was hilarious. Oh god. Well done, evil black cat.
Cat appropriately taken care of.
Yeah, and it is also nearly 3 a.m., so later.
Hey, you have a good day, cat. Take care, man. Be safe.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go sleep.
What time zone is evil black cat in that it's almost 3 a.m. where he's at?
the UK.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize he lived in the UK.
Alrighty. You know what? Let me get the stop here. And we will continue on to the next round where we are starting the $5 books. Ready? And, get the stop.
Tony Hayes, I don't think I could. I don't think I could deal with that many because I like to dote on my cats and make each one feel special, and I don't think I could dote effectively on 7 different cats at once.
Oh, the cat is not my cat, so I don't change anything. I am allergic, by the way, so I do a lot of hand washing and clothes changing during the day with him here. Okay, so the Dark Horse presents, and the Dark Horse Comics is with Jim. Okay, at $3, and then Tony Hayes has Marvel 2-in-1 number 87. And let's see, Glenzer had Reggie and me, and I do believe that was that. Yep. The rest go to the reject pile. Okay. There we go, and we are going to move on to the $5 books. Okay. Go. And let's see, what do we have to start us off here? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Whoops. And let's say 10. Okay, kids, next up we have Betty and Veronica Christmas Spectacular. This is issue number 229 of the giant-sized magazines. Get out of the light. I'm in the light. I'll try to, anyway. And next up, we have Betty and Veronica Christmas Spectacular, issue 465. And we have issue number 477. And here is issue number 489. Then you have issue number 525. And Betty and Veronica's Christmas Spectacular, issue 547. And here is issue number 558. And we have issue number 660. I'm going to change things up just a little bit with with Sabrina's Christmas Magic. That's issue number 479. And finally, we have the Mickey and Donald issue number 17, the double-sized Christmas issue. Okie doke. What's wrong?
Sorry, I was just reading something in chat I was going to respond to.
Okay, give me just a second. Let me get the go for lot 9, I believe we're on. Go for lot 9. All right. Go right on
Eric,
ahead,
Eric and Boyd, I didn't mind that Hulk was afraid of Thanos because people forget this. The whole reason the Hulk is a separate personality is because he's essentially Bruce Banner's traumatized inner child. So it doesn't bother me that the first person to kick Hulk's ass made the Hulk freak out because he is essentially Hulk or Bruce Banner's childhood trauma hulked out. So it actually does kind of make sense that Hulk got beat one time and was immediately afraid of the one who did it because Hulk had never experienced that before.
Alrighty. And next was Tony Hayes, who had Marvel 2-in-1. And that was number 87. And Jim had the Dark Horse.
Speaking of the Hulk being Bruce Banner's unresolved childhood trauma, I wish they had remembered that in She-Hulk, because of course the whole "I am better at controlling my anger than you." No, Jen, you just weren't traumatized as a child, unlike Bruce, who was very, very, very traumatized as a child.
Yep.
Uh,
Alrighty, so one slip comes in with an I and J, the Sabrina and the Mickey and Donald. Alright. Sabrina Christmas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's Mickey and Donald. And that was like number 17 or something like that. All right. Let's see. The thing that was, I like how they portrayed Thanos versus Hulk, though I think it would be strengthened if they kept the strength and speed out of savagery. I think that you should have seen other people move a little bit. If they're going to be punching like that, each other as hard as they can, there would be shockwaves.
yeah, that's fair.
Tony Hayes having horrible internet lag tonight. Sorry to hear that, Tony. Right now, I got you at 79 after that last book. Give you a heads up there. All right, just got the alarm for the 1 minute warning, so let me put that up. All right, 1 minute warning. Tonight there are only 13 lots, and right now we are on number 9. I think there might be more. 10, 11, 12, 13. There might be 14. Yeah. Somewhere around there. Oh, we got a lot of good Betty and Veronica up here. A lot of good Christmas specials in really good shape. That's why they made it up this far. I'll tell you what, I've got a couple of Life with Archies coming up that I put as they're big dogs because they're clean. I mean, these are some really good books. Okay. Let's see if I didn't read that deep into it. Plus, a lot of people were making toxic masculine decisions in the film. Doesn't matter. None of the MCU is going to be worth it. Well, if that's how you look at it, I still watch the movies. I like them, and I get sick and tired of people doing the whole they make too many blah 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 yada yada. Fuck.
Yeah, no, it's not the number of them. If they were all fucking brilliant, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't feel like homework if 2/3 of them weren't bad.
Yeah, I've sat through so many fucking bad buddy cop. Nobody complains about buddy cop movies. Nobody complains about romantic comedy. Now they're missing, but nobody complains about any other genre. Which there's a fucking jillion movies coming out in the same fucking genre every year. You put a superhero in it, someone's got a bitch all the fucking time.
The reason is because prior to Phase 4-ish, Marvel was trying to set the bar higher for themselves, and so what people are often mad at is the failure to live by their own standards, let alone other people.
The people who attack shit more are the people who shouldn't be. And I've been on this track. I've been on this before. Glenzer says 3 on A, the giant Betty Veronica spec. But yeah, it's okay. You know what? Let's go back to the time where we didn't get our characters on the big screen, and then said, you know what? We need more. We need 27 Dresses fucking part 2. Yeah, where's that sequel to Chariots of Fire we've been promised all these years? It just, it's like, oh, it would be great if we had, and then we have it, we piss it away.
I'm still wondering where the third Ron Perlman Hellboy is, but que sera.
I know that geeks are picky bitches, but sometimes just shut the fuck up. Seriously, I don't know. That's just me. All righty, Glenzer got you on A here. All right. And it looks like I got to stop here.
Eric and Boyd, it probably wasn't you. This happens to E periodically.
It just really does. It pisses me off. Oh, we don't have to do what we need to do. God damn it. Fucking Fantastic Four is the worst movie I've ever seen since the last worst movie I've ever seen, which was Superman, which was worse than the last movie I ever saw, which was Thunderbolts, which was worse than the last movie I ever saw, which was Captain America. That one, okay, fine. I get that. But it goes on and fucking on.
Yeah, there are people who are invested in disliking things.
Shut the fuck up for 5 fucking seconds, really. All right, so we got Betty and Veronica Christmas Spectacular, number 229 going to Glenzer, and One Slick Dude has the Sabrina's Christmas Magic issue number 479 and the Mickey and Donald issue number 17. It's like you can't be fucking happy because I'll guarantee goddamn to you, I've seen it. I have seen the people who like the movie badmouth it because you know what? You can't fucking be happy with something. It just and it's a geek thing.
I mean,
it's been going on forever, man.
It's fair to have criticisms of something even if you do like it, right? Like, I'm not sure that
the whole worst thing ever. Good God, I'm sorry, but if you haven't seen it, if you didn't watch the movie Comic Book Shop, you did not see the worst film.
You haven't seen enough bad movies if you think the average blockbuster is one of the worst.
If you haven't watched Gore Horror, you haven't watched the worst film ever. If you haven't watched Birdemic, there's so many.
The Room, Vasa de Noches, a Serbian film. The list goes on. Like, yeah, you haven't seen enough bad movies if you think that the average blockbuster is even in this.
I've been dealing with that for ever since I became a movie critic in the 90s. It was like, good God, you guys are full of shit. Oh, it's the worst movie ever. Since what? Last week. Good God. Okay.
Yeah, people don't have a long enough memory for shit. It is annoying.
Oh, and that's not even the thing because it'll be like, oh my gosh, oh we need films like the prequels. You mean the ones that you were blasting up until the point that they put the sequels out?
Yeah, that. Although to be fair, the sequel trilogy did make the prequels look like fucking Shakespeare.
Oh, I agree. The sequels are shit, but that is exactly what it is. It's like the prequels were fucking garbage for 30 fucking years, and then it's they're so good.
Well, it's always the thing of you don't know what you have till it's gone. Like I remember when people were saying like that Iron Man 2 was the worst of the MCU, and I'm like, how? Like, the most you can say about Iron Man 2 is that it's largely forgettable because they kind of short-circuited the plot for the sake of setting up other shit, which is a bit of an issue, but compare that to even the good parts of WandaVision, for example.
Yeah.
I still think Eternals is the worst the MCU has offered us so far.
By the way, I used to make videos like this. I think it's kind of funny that me losing my shit is something big now. You remember I used to start videos off with plenty.
Yeah, there was a time where I was worried for your blood pressure, honestly.
And then I would make videos about this, and now it's a deal. All righty, kids, here we go. Continuing with the $5, we've got. Oh, hold on. Let me see what I want up front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna put these on top. All right, we have RoboCop 3, issue number 1. And then we have Ms. Marvel, issue number 6. And here is A Midsummer Night's Dream from Classics Stories, not illustrated. It's Penguin this time around.
Ooh, that's neat.
And then we have Josie and the Pussycats, issue number 93. And we have Josie and the Pussycats, issue number 104. And next up, we have Batman Annual issue number 11. And we have Jonah Hex, issue number 65. And then we have Lex Luthor, autobiography. Oh, wait, no, we don't. What was that? Issue number 65. Alrighty. And here is issue number 76 of Jonah Hex. Alrighty. And then we have a Lex Luthor biography. And then we have Marvel 2-in-1 issue number 88 with the She-Hulk. Alrighty. And let's go. Let me get the go for lot 10, I guess we're on, right?
Yeah. Tony Hayes, I don't blame you, but I think you're underselling it, to be honest, because I have never seen an adaptation of anything quite so spectacularly miss the point of its source material as I have the Eternals.
I got blasted the other day because of what I said about the Eternals. You know, you and I, we did the review. You know what I think about the Eternals. It's not a good movie, but I saw potential. If it was done as a TV series, I think it would have been a lot better. You have some time to flesh out the characters. There were just too many things.
And I know I've said this before, but you really are being overly generous there.
I probably am, but you know, I also, when I say stuff like that, I also think about how I would write it versus what they wrote.
Right, but that's the thing. The biggest flaw with the Eternals is that the Eternals does literally everything the opposite of the way it should be done. And the thing that flummoxes me every time I think about this is there's absolutely no reason why the Eternals wasn't tonally similar to the Guardians movies or to Thor Ragnarok. Given that those three movies had sold quasi-Kirbyism really, really well and made boatloads, I don't understand why, of all the franchises in all the world, Kevin Feige saw Eternals and went, let's make it into a pseudo-pretentious quasi-Christopher Nolan art house fucking Oscar bait movie.
Or worse, let's take away the color of Jack Kirby's art.
Yeah, let's literally create Kirby antimatter, basically.
Okay, so Jim starts us. Let me get through this here.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, so Jim starts us off with 3 on F, G, H, and J, skipping the Lex Luthor. All right, go ahead, man. Oh, go ahead. Finish what you had to say there.
What I was going to say is in my perfect world, which is out there in the multiverse somewhere, I hope, the guy they would have gotten to do Eternals for them would have been Robert Rodriguez. Because he is probably the most visually Kirby-esque director I've ever seen, and he manages to do it with next to no budget. So give him a Marvel-sized budget, and just watch the apotheosis of Jack Kirbyism come to life with Robert Rodriguez. That would have been the smart move. But no, we have to get Chloe Zhao to rip off Denis Villeneuve, who in turn was ripping off Christopher Nolan, because we want Eternals of all things to be an Oscar bait movie. Fuck me.
Yeah.
I
see how it could have been, but what they had was it was not one movie. It was not one movie worth the material, and since they got rid of character for plot, and both failed.
And they also could have easily used Eternals to set up the mutants, because what deviants essentially are is mutant Eternals. So if they had thought through that for 5 minutes, and instead of making deviants like animals for no good goddamn reason, they could have set up, Eternals are humans that got experimented with by the Celestials, and the mutant gene in a Eternal triggers deviancy. So there you go. You set up the mutants, and you actually are closer to the actual canon. God forbid.
Cleanser put 5 on the Josies, 93 and 104.
Sorry, Henry, but no.
I hope it takes away Eric and Boyd. I mean, I'm very. I do rant sometimes.
Yeah. But sorry, Henry. No, the idea of making an Eternals movie or a Miss Marvel movie is not the problem. The problem is they made a shit version. If the movie had been good, there's absolutely no reason why the Eternals couldn't have been the next Guardians of the Galaxy.
So guess who made it onto the box?
Okay, I'm telling you, there's rules. If it fits, it sits.
I know. You're just. This is your box. This is your nap box. No? Okay.
It's like, this is mine now. I say
that-
so.
It really is. He was sitting on the comic, so I put him on these boxes, but I wasn't doing an auction at the time. So hold on.
Pretty kitty. You're cute. He looks like a little sweetheart. Glenser makes a good point. Maybe you summoned the cat by referencing the thing.
All right. From Josie and the Pussycats to the Pussycat. Yeah, he's a good cat. I put him in a box with brown paper. That's the lay-in, not shit-in. Okay. All right. Oh shit! I've got the $3 banner going across still. All righty. Let's see. We got one more, so I'll put the $5 back up. There we go. Shang-Chi movie was okay. I agree. It was. My wife liked it a lot better than I did. I can't put my finger on it, and if she doesn't want to get divorced, neither can she.
I think I liked it better than you did as well. I put it fairly high up in the. I think it ended up being 15 out of whatever the fuck we're up to now. 52,
I enjoyed it though. It's just not as much. But then again, you and my wife would probably.
Yeah, I think what I liked about it was better at doing the magical side of Marvel. It was better at doing the magical side of Marvel than Doctor Strange 1 was, which is not the right way around, but it is the way it was.
Austin puts on the. Oh, by the way, it was a $5 start. I apologize for. If anybody wants to back out, by the way, I actually marked them down because I did say we're on to $5. I didn't change the banner. If you guys don't want the books, just give me a heads up. Okay, let's see. No idea why the MCU would make Eternals, Ms. Marvel, Shang-Chi bad choices. They're not making them. They're MCU characters, so why not make them? You know, don't do DC. Don't get stuck making Batman and Superman only. I like the fact that they've done odd characters. It's just they didn't do that one well.
Yeah.
Didn't they make? I don't know if they made the movie simply to push identity politics, but they definitely used it as a platform.
Yeah, it wasn't. I don't see why it had to be turned into a diversity demo, but oh well.
Here, I need Jim, and I need one slip. Oh nope, got one slip last time. It is Jim Windsor and Austin. Okay. Austin, Jim, and Windsor. Okay, Jim says he's good. Once again, if anybody, because I had the wrong banner up, if anybody wants to back out, otherwise I'm going to put the stop up. All right. Did I put the 1 minute? I don't know if I did or not. Yeah, the cat stuff. Let's look it up. Let's go with the stop here and boom, boom. There we go. And this is what I got. Alrighty, Austin's good. Alrighty, so Austin had the Ms. Marvel, and Jim had the Batman Annual, Jonah Hex, both 65 and 76, and the Marvel 2-in-1. And then thought there was one more. Oh, Glenzer had the Josies. All right. There you go. And let me get these down here. And we have RoboCop 3, Midsummer Night's Dream for the second time, and Autobiography of Lex Luthor for the first time hitting the reject pile. Alrighty, last $5 lot. Well, I don't know about that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Dang it.
And what do we have after that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 4. Sure, why don't I do that? Okay, this one is going to be a small lot, as we have Christmas Walt Disney Donald Duck, with the kids singing Christmas carols and the dog barking and howling at it. Alrighty, next up we have Lois Lane, issue number 130. Gosh, this should be an $8 book. Come on. All right. Let's see. Then we have Bugs Bunny's Christmas Funnies. There you go. It's one of those. It's an actual Dell this time around. There you go. That's why it's 5. There we are. And then we have Santa Claus. And this is number 607 of Dell 4 colors. There we go. All righty. Let's see. There we go. Let's see. We got the go for lot 11, I believe. Go for lot 11. Yes, I know there's only 3 books. I should put them on the bottom so it's you guys can see it better. So it will be, I don't care if you put A, B, or C. That's fine, even though it's in F, G, and H. Or just put F, G, and H. Either one is fine. All right. There you go, if you are interested. Okay, there we go. Good books, though. I would definitely get that Looney Tunes, man. The Bugs Bunny. Those things are like that thick. These are huge books. All right, let's put the clock up. What were we talking about before I interrupted us with?
Eternals and its many flaws.
Oh, no,
that was what we were talking about.
That's right. Yeah, I could see. I did like it more than you, but I didn't. I liked it for the potential I saw in it. But I didn't think Shang-Chi was a bad movie. It was okay. But
like I said, I enjoyed the fact that I think Shang-Chi was better at doing magic than the first Doctor Strange was,
well,
which isn't the appropriate way around, but que sera, sera.
The problem I mainly had with Shang-Chi was that it was ultimately a battle between father and son, right?
Mm-hmm.
And instead of being about a father and son, it became this big, loud MCU fight at the end. You know, instead of something that you would actually care about the characters and get more invested that way. So that's where I had the problem with Shang-Chi. It was good until it wasn't. And
I don't pay very much attention at all to themes, so I guess that's why I enjoyed it more than you, because I don't go in for all that crap. Like, no, I'm judging it for what is being presented, not for my themes.
Oh,
my
so
themes
was I.
can go through themselves.
I was judging it because they turned what was a personal movie into an impersonal movie. But once again,
I'm curious if we're I'm curious if we're ever going to get a sequel to Shang-Chi.
We should have already.
At this point, it seems like the MCU will probably be dead before we get a Shang-Chi 3, a Doctor Strange 3, or trying to think of any other newer, more recent ones that deserve to. The MCU is probably going to die before we get MCU take on the X-Men. Unfortunately,
I don't think so. I don't think it's going to die. I think that they are going to have to definitely change things, but it's not dead. It's not going to die.
it'll depend on how well the next Avengers two-parter does. If the next Avengers two-parter can still make somewhere in the general vicinity of $1 billion, then they'll keep going. But if Doomsday and Secret Wars wind up in roughly the same category as the last three have here, I think that will determine whether the MCU ends or just soft reboots.
I don't see it. It's a studio, and if things go bad, they might back off a little bit, but they're not gonna kill it. It's a moneymaker. They just
not if 500 is the cap for all of them from now on.
I think that's one of the things that they're going to change. Let's put some stuff into perspective. Okay, Ant-Man was a flop at what, 268, damn near $300 million. That didn't say. Hold on, let me finish my sentence. Then
go ahead.
That didn't mean that nobody wanted to see it. That meant a lot of people wanted to see it. That just meant that they spent too much money on it. And when they learned that lesson, which, by the way, it does take, these are big ships to steer. So when they learn these lessons, it's going to be in the future that we're going to start seeing the effect. But people want to see these movies. They just are making them for far too much money.
But can you do super heroics on less than $100 million budget?
I think you can. I think
got the wrong banner discount going.
I think it would. I think it would be very difficult unless you restrict yourself to just the street level ones.
All right. One Slick wants to take a look at the giant size comic. All right. It does have lines and such. I'm going right on through here. Okay, I'd probably put this at a 2.5. All right, it's got the bin right here on the corner. There you go. That's what the back looks like. Maybe a 2, maybe a 2.5. I mean, everything's together. These things don't have centerfolds because they're glued in. But there you go. Okay, hold on. All right, this is a $2 book. All right, that first page is torn. So I'm going to drop this to $2. All righty, there we go. God dang it, I took it out of the bag. There we go. All right. The bag just tore a little bit down the side. All right, but yeah, I just saw that. So now it's $2. $2 book. All right. You know what? I think I saw that before and I forgot about it. Torn. I said torn. But you're right. I didn't want to say that word. The effects of Ant-Man vs. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. You know what? Honey, I Shrunk the Kids was awesome. And they did a lot of practical stuff, you know? I don't know which one's cheaper. Is it the CG or whatever? But yeah, they just got to find a way to make these things cheaper.
At the moment, I think practical is actually cheaper because the cost for all the modems and processing power necessary to do CG now is such that until they find a way to integrate like AI in with CG, I don't think CG will be the cheaper option anymore for a while. But even then, you're gonna the biggest problem is the MCU just isn't efficient at making the movie it makes.
I
Because
think they got greedy because
yeah,
the first movies did not cost a gajillion dollars.
yeah.
But when they started making $1 billion, they started to get greedy. So
Granted, inflation is definitely a factor here, considering that it's been almost
20,
2 decades
yeah.
since the first phase. But
Feeling
but
old yet, ladies and gentlemen?
like I said, I just turned 30. You don't need to remind me that the bell tolls for me.
Bitch, I'm about to turn 25, or 55. So yeah, cry me
Yeah,
a
but I also have
river.
disabilities that are likely to cut my lifespan short a bit. So there's that.
All righty, sure. Let's always play the triple part. Okay, I see where we're going with this. Oh my lord in heaven. Every in time with you. Every in time. Oh, I have another $5 lot before we get to the big dogs. Okay. Let's see. One slick wanted to. Yeah, I showed it. CGI isn't as expensive as they say it is. They inflate budgets to keep wages and taxes low. Oh, okay. All right. Last of the $5.
That's also a point.
Dogs. We have Sabrina, the Teenage Witch, issue number 44. And hold on. What do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we have Sabrina, the Teenage Witch, issue number 59. And then we have Sabrina, the Teenage Witch, issue number 52. Yeah, let's move that down. All right. As a matter of fact, there you go. There you go. And that stays because here is Sabrina, the Teenage Witch, issue number 50.
Well, that is the big problem, Jim, is they don't have the skill or talent to use the tools at their disposal effectively. And that's the sad thing, because if 500 is around the new cap for the superhero genre.
Here is Archie's Christmas Stocking, number 5. And we have Archie's Christmas Stocking, issue number 7. And we have Archie Christmas Stocking. Let's see which one is the first one. What number is 216? And then we have Archie Christmas Stocking, issue number, what are we looking at? 490. And we have Archie's Christmas Stocking, issue number 546. And then we have issue number 567. Bidding begins as soon as I get the go for lot number 11.
I do think though that AI is going to help the budget issues quite a bit, because if you can combine CGI with AI and have AI generation, it not for the big shots or anything, but for pre-production, concept art or post-production, cleaning things up in post. I think that can easily cut budgets in half, given how efficient AI can be. You'd still have to have people with talent who know how to incorporate it and use it, just like you did back in the day with CG. But I do think AI combining with CG will probably make the budgets a bit more efficient.
How are you doing, Eric?
I just can't believe, Dalton, how dare you trigger E like that with your, by talking about being crippled in a shortened lifespan. Don't you understand how sensitive he is?
Thank you. You got to think of me, Dalton. The able-bodied made it to 55, which, as you said, you might not. So
yeah, and that's the main reason why 30 is hitting me like a freaking truck. It's not because I'm one of those millennials who thinks your life is over at 30. I just happen to know that if I make it to 60, it will be a minor miracle. So the bell, she's tolling slightly louder than she should be.
Damn, and we were all feeling good, dude. You got to be a happy cripple. I'm sorry, this whole depressing thing, it ain't working.
Yeah. Leave the depression. Cripple. Leave the depression to the old and semi-able-bodied.
I know, right?
laugh at us while you can. And by while you can, I mean while we're still around to be made to be laughed at.
It probably says something about me that several of my best friends are like twice my age.
Henry, how's it going?
It's going all right.
All right. Oh, goodness. I am a weird gentleman. Yeah, I don't like these kind of conversations. I don't like to talk about Eric being 60 and, oh, he's 1 foot in the grave and all that kind of jokes.
Let's talk about me being 60. I'd like to shave those 3 years.
I spent large swaths of my childhood with my great grandmother, so it's always been something kind of in the back of my mind.
Yeah, I'm just, yeah, I am a little bit sensitive when it comes to that stuff. I know it's out there. It's like, I know that one day I'm going to get a call that my father.
But you'd rather not think about it if you don't have to.
Until then, yeah I don't want to.
Fair enough.
In all honesty, I don't know if it's my dad or my brother who's going to go first. To tell you the truth. Jack's body is trying to kill him. It's rough.
Is he still suffering from falling apart at the slightest provocation syndrome?
Yeah, they went to Animal Kingdom, and the lights in the Lion King show set him off.
Oh dear.
Yeah. You never know.
Like seizure or what?
He had a seizure.
Ooh boy.
Yeah.
Yee.
Yeah, I'm worried. I'm worried about that. Did I get the go? Yeah, I got go for a lot number, and I got some bids too. I'm filling out some price tags for books coming up as well. All right. Let's see what we got here. Did I write the other ones down? I think I did. I think this is the only one I have. All right. And then we got some big dogs. What do we got here? We have Glenzer saying 5 on A, B, C, and D, the Sabrinas. All right. And then that is that. And that was 30 minutes ago, so I'm going to hit the 1 minute warning. And we have some good Christmas Archies down there as well. As I hit that 1 minute. But yeah, I've always been like that, though, as far as death is concerned. I know it's inevitable. I'm scared as fuck of it. I'm not one of those, I don't fear it. Yeah, I do. I want to find out what's next.
I fear dying more than I fear death. Like, I would rather have it all done in one go than to slowly deteriorate over time. That's my thing.
I heard they're gonna publish Burns Elsewin. I'm looking forward to it. So, do you agree with John De La Rosa's take that this is Marvel being desperate and reaching out to anything they can to make a sale because their regular comics aren't selling?
What's Marvel being desperate about?
Well, their sales are in the tank, and they're bringing back. They're going to release John Byrne's fanfic. He basically continued the X-Men from when he left off. I think that's.
I mean, as far as money-making ventures go, it's not a bad idea. I don't know why it took this long to get there, but
Yeah, right.
I still don't know why they're doing it, because they obviously don't have a problem not making money, because they look at the problem square in the face and make the mistake again and again.
Well, it's because a lot of them explicitly oppose capitalism, so they view making companies fail on purpose as destroying capitalism from the inside out.
Well, I think that's just a bonus, because I think their ideology, they can't get out of their own way, and that's what's keeping DC from really seizing control of the sales of the big two. Is for everything good they're doing, they turn around and hire that dude. Yeah, it's the art school crap. That agreed with Obama and fantasizes about killing J.K. Rowling. and proudly admits he's never read a Red Hood. And they go out and
I feel really bad for J.K. Rowling because she like came of age during the traditionalist family values moral panic, and she stuck around long enough to see the social justice moral panic. She just can't catch a break.
Yeah, and you know what she does when she's feeling bad? She just rolls around her money and laughs maniacally.
Well, I mean, sure, but at the same time, I remember, like, in my early childhood when Harry Potter was the devil, both literally and metaphorically for so many people. So it makes me like I don't even necessarily. I grew up obviously with the Harry Potter franchise because I am a millennial, but I don't really like Harry Potter as a franchise really. But I do feel bad for her because it's got a sting to spend 20 years of your life getting bitched at by the Helen Lovejoy types, and then 20 years later you're getting bitched at by the Karens.
But
So
you know what? You know why I don't think any of this really bothers her? There was a time when her net worth was less than ours, and she built herself literally from nothing to a billionaire. So she's seen the highs and she's seen the lows, and she knows that the opinions of saber rattlers mean nothing to her because, like I said, I'm sure she's one of those people that has it in perspective and always has. I mean, if anything, she might be a little bit, you know, upset that the people she aligned with philosophically and politically are the ones
are the
that
ones who came to eat her. That's the
So,
Yeah.
Glenzer has the
you know,
Sabrinas, the rest hit the reject box.
And she's found some odd bedfellows in conservatives who, I said, yesterday's liberal is today's conservative.
Who are you talking about?
J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, we're closer to classical liberal than modern day liberals, which we term leftists.
Yeah, it is. As someone who remained consistent the whole way through of I don't like authoritarian moralism, it's very surreal to grow up in the shadow of the war on terror, which was kind of the last ditch effort or the last gasp of traditionalism, and then to make it into your college years and go, oh wait, now the side I was previously part of is doing it. Fuck.
Okay, kids. Alrighty. I don't know if. Hold on, let me. You guys keep talking. I'm not ready. Okay, kids yet.
All right.
I wrote these price tags out with pen, and I think I need to go over them with a darker marker. Okay, let's see. Debbie. I think this is called A Date with Debbie. This is issue number 16. There you go. And it does have a little problem on the top right there.
And a little feature with Maureen McCormick.
Yes. By the way, they call her the average teen because every teen in the 1970s had a hit television show. And then we have Adventure Comics issue number 347, second appearance of Karate Kid. There you go. And next up, let's see. Oh, hold on. That's what I was talking about. Okay. And next up, we have Jurassic Park Raptor. And this is issue number 1. It's still in its poly bag. But also, it comes with Zorro number 0. So this is actually a very good price for both of them.
Zorro 0?
Yeah. There we go. From Topps Comics in the 1990s. Alrighty, next up, we have Flash Gordon. I did not get the number. Sorry, guys. It is Whitman. There you go. And then, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Can I put something up there? Fits a little bit better. Yeah, here we go. This fits a little bit better. from Gold Key Comics.
By the way,
once again-
speaking of Gold Key, if you ever find any Dr. Spectre, let me know because
Okay.
I really want to read Dr. Spectre, but the like trades of it are stupidly expensive, and the
Well-
only like modern version of it was that weird Mark Waid ones that I hated kind of. So
Okay, so actually, since you mention it,
I wonder what's coming now.
yeah. Since you mention it, it's not Dr. Spectre, but it's close. I mean, it's in the same vein.
right.
It's Lassie. So yeah, there we go. Alrighty, and then
Commence the wah wah music, folks.
alrighty.
Wah 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 wah.
Okay, that Lassie, by the way, is about a 3-0. Okay, let's see. Got to darken this up a little bit. Kitty cat, stay down. I know. And then we have. Oh, what do I want in the middle there? I'll put this one in the middle. Alrighty. Next up, we have Walt Disney. Thanks to Gladstone, the double-sized square-bound prestige format Christmas Parade, issue number 1. And this is like a trade paperback. It's one of those Dell Giants, like that Bugs Bunny, but in prestige format. All right. And here is issue number 2. Now, last time I had these, I gave the deal. If you buy both of them, it goes from 16. You know what? We'll drop $3 off that. 16 to 13 for the 2. All righty. Next up, we actually did a cover ranking on this one. This is Walt Disney's Holiday Parade, and this is a wraparound cover with all of the old Walt Disney TV show characters. All right. Next up, I was very tempted to put 10 or higher on these. Eric said, "Yeah, but you want to sell them." But he was talking about different books, and every time I tried to put something higher, I said, "Yeah, but you want to sell them." So I put 8 on them. These are in impeccable shape. It's hard to find Archie in this kind of shape. But here you go. This is Life with Archie, issue number 109. And let's see what I'm talking about. That is one of the cleanest Archies I've seen. All righty. And then we have...
You might even call it archetypical, but I'm tish.
No, I would never say that. All righty. And then we have Life with Archie, issue number 92.
I'm sorry, Dalton. Can't trust you anymore.
There you go. All righty. And price as marked. Let me get the go for lot 12. I think we're on 12. Right. Go for lot 12. Okay, here we go. Zoinks. All righty. See how it goes. Only 23. Let's give yourself plenty of time to get things together.
I'm sorry, but I've been waiting to pull that Archie joke for years. I had to take the moment.
E?
Yes.
Is the occult files of Dr. Spectre among your files that you were hawking last week?
Yes.
Wouldn't that be a way for Dalton to be able to read it relatively inexpensively?
That is actually true. Yes. I do have, I have my folder, by the way, and I was offering to make copies. Now, I do it on disc usually, but if it needs to be, I guess I could go on thumbnail. I don't know how much a thumbnail will cost.
I still owe you $20 for the Swamp Thing and for the Treasury Doctor Strange at some
point. If somebody wanted a title, I have so many House of Mystery. Volume 1 through 224, 225 to 321, Volume 2, even the Challenges of Unknown, the House of Secrets, Next up, Incredible Hulk. There's like 3 discs to that. Inhumans, Injustice, the Jack Kirby Fourth World, Jessica Jones, excuse me, Jonah Hex, Judge Dredd, 2 discs worth of that. Kid Colt, Kiss, Cross Gen, Lobo, Machine Man, Marvel Comics Presents, Milestone, Moon Knight, Namor. I started in the middle, by the way. Namor takes up 2. Let's see. The new Krypton storyline, all the New Mutants, Our Army at War, Disc 1 and 2, Our Fighting Forces, The Peanuts from 1950 to 1976, and then 1976 to 1996, 1997 to 2000. And The Adventures of 1010, Plastic Man, Police Comics 117 to 124, 1 through 64, Plastic Man Super Comics, Plastic Man 1 through 20, Volume 3, 1 through 4, JLA 1 through 125, Police Comics 1 through 115. So I've actually picked up quite a few of these Secret Wars of all kinds. She-Hulk, Silver Sable, of course, Spider-Man, Showcase, Superman, Evolved, Star Spangled War Stories, Teen Titans.
We might have something here. You might want to check the bids.
Okay.
And then maybe look for the thing that Dalton actually wants after this.
Yeah, it's in another one. Okay, so what do we have? Okay, so we have 8 on A. Okay, Debbie. And it is one slick dude with 8 beating out RDB just a touch. And 850 from Glenzer. Alrighty, and let's see, 9 from RDB. And then we have 950 from Glenzer and 10 from One Slick. Alright. And then, big jump there. RDB comes in with 15. All right. And let's see. Next up, we have 16 from One Slick. And then RDB comes in with 20. All righty. And then Glinter says 17 after the 16 and 20. All righty. And right now, let's see. We are sitting at 20. All righty. We have our first Donnabrook of the evening. Not too shabby. Burger seat. What? Driving forklift is a great skill to have. I've driven them in. Oh, they're talking about jobs. All right, that's where we're sitting right now. Just the Debbie has a vote or a bid. But there we go. But yeah, I do have another folder, and it's in some boxes, but I could get that to you if that's how you want it, unless you wanted the physical copies.
Well, it's hard to find all of them. It ran for 20-something issues.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult to find them in a run anywhere.
It's Dr. Spector.
Well, the official title is The Occult Files of Dr. Spector.
Okay, I'll keep an eye.
Because apparently I'm not the only wordy motherfucker in the universe.
No. But you're up there.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I've been known to stray from the monosyllabic a time or two myself, so I can. And I say that, and I couldn't come up with another big word to finish that sentence.
And that's why I laughed.
All righty, let's see. We get Jim says I've been 8 on B and I. Okay, and that is the Adventure Comics. Second appearance of Karate Kid. That is 347. I just got done with the first volume of the Legion of Superheroes omnibus. All right. And Jim also bid on Life of Archie number 92. Tell you what, I'll make the same deal with you there, Jim. If you want the other one, let's drop it to $650 each.
Fair point, Ethereal. It does flummox me when people don't realize that a wall of text should not be formatted into a meme. If you have something to say that requires a wall of text, find another way of communicating it that's not a meme.
All right. So right now I have Adventure Comics 347 and Life with Archie number 92 with Jim at $8 each, and Debbie with RDB at 20. And I am offering Jim if you want to get Jay as well, I'll drop the price from 16 to 13.
I was thinking Jay's been overpriced since we met him, so that's a good
Did
deal.
I say Jay? I meant Jim. I must have been reading his name. Yeah.
Well, Jay did just pop in. I'm doing all right, Jay. My birthday was yesterday. I'm 30 now.
So what were the big to-dos yesterday? I'm sure you went out, you went drinking, whoring.
No, just got pizza and cake.
That's what you kids are calling it today.
Although I did wind up getting like $300 in cash, which was nice. And
Yeah.
a friend of mine got me the recent Dr. Fate omnibus for the Jam Demantis run that I was waiting to buy for myself. So that was nice.
Let's see, we need Jim, and I need to make an RDV page. Jim had Adventure Comics. And Life with Archie. The 300 in cash next week, Dr. Spectre. All righty. Dalton is 30, man. That must make Eric feel extra old. Man, I'm pretty positive you told me you were 22.
No, I was 29 as of the day before yesterday.
Dude,
I was
22 when you first came.
Yeah. I think I was around there.
Alrighty. Let's see. We just got the end of the 1 minute warning, so let me hit the stop. And
But that was almost a decade ago at this point, which
I know,
holy hell.
It's been a long time since I rock and rolled.
That doesn't feel right that we've known each other for almost a decade.
There you go.
Well, it feels like I've known Vangman for a decade, but it's only been about 6 years.
Well, Venkman does have a very explicit tendency to age people.
He has me aging like a dog.
All right.
Hopefully not. We'd like to keep you around for another couple decades there, Eric.
Another couple days. Alrighty.
With any luck, that's all it's going to be.
Well, yeah, that's true. I joke about that, but we might be losing, hopefully. Not hopefully on a personal, I want them gone, but for your own sake, your own good, hopefully that you will get that job and will not be able to show up around here as much as usual. It's a mixed feeling.
Yeah, I checked my emails yesterday and got the form rejection from them. And I thought, oh crap! And then I texted the guy that's kind of like facilitating it. He's going to get back to me. I'm guessing that that's just like standard practice. Because I said, if he uses his connections to get me in, somebody is going to get that. Hoping that's all it is.
RDB has the date with Debbie at 20, and Jim has the second appearance of Karate Kid, issue number 347, and has Life with Archie, issue number 92. All right, everything else hits the reject box. Zoinks. Zoinks. There we go. And let's see where we are, where we're going. Alrighty, next up, we have Jughead, issue number 169. And then we have Jughead, issue number 197. And we have the Punisher Wolverine African Saga. Excuse me.
Twice.
The cat's been around a lot. I might actually start doing this more often here. Let's see. Next up, we have Adventures into the Unknown, issue number 166.
You need to get like a antihistamine inhaler or something there.
This is a different copy, Tony and Austin. We have Rush Limbaugh, Politics of Power, Political Power. Wait.
Why does Rush Limbaugh have a comic?
Why not? And then we have...
Because the only other time I can think of that Rush Limbaugh was involved in a comic was in an issue of Marvel.
All right, it's going to be A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, okay? We have the Shazam, issue number 3. There we go. And then we have The Lone Ranger, and this is issue number 6 from 1967. There we go. Goodness gracious. I was going to put a book up there. I don't think I want to. I think I'm going to hold on to that. I was looking around for this for a long time. Yeah, okay, let's get the go for lot number. What are we on? Go for lot 13.
Him being in Family Guy makes slightly more sense than someone giving Rush Limbaugh of all people his own comic.
Well, it was that political power thing. Everybody had one, from Michelle Obama to anybody, Newt Gingrich, anybody connected with politics.
Did Glenn Beck get one? He asked, hoping the answer was no.
I don't remember. Oh, and Jay, I got a question. If you don't like blowhards, why the hell do you hang out around this channel?
Oh, it was. It's called DC Stars of Magic, issue number 11. I was desperate, so I put a price tag on it, but I don't know. I'll hold on to it at least another week. All right, Jim says 10 on the Shazam now. Oh, did I put? Yeah, I got to go for 13. There's one more lot after this.
Jay, I never let I can't be troubled to read a whole thing and know what I'm talking about. Well, we only have one more lot after this?
Yeah. You came in a little late, man. Oh, shit. I forgot one. I'm sorry about that. God damn, this is impressive. What would you put on a... this is an 8 at least. What would you put on an 8-0 Superman's girlfriend, Lois Lane, number 133, where she's handcuffed to a pole in very sexy garb? 10 or 8?
I'd 8.
8? You think 8?
Because I was thinking maybe you'll get a bid or two.
I was thinking 8 because it's usually what it is, but sexy Lois Lane sells, man.
I think it's a. Speaking of, did you see that? I don't know if it was a real picture or not, where the Lois Lane getting off the helicopter that Rachel Brosnahan recreated that.
Oh yeah,
looks good. I don't know if it's photo. I don't know if it's AI, but I got to get out of the habit of saying. Remember when it was photoshopped? Remember when that? Remember photo manipulation?
Yeah.
Seems so quaint now, doesn't it?
It's sort of like Photoshop is the horse and buggy of photo manipulation, and AI is the Model T.
There we go.
Yeah, I guess it was a little late tonight, but I am fully invested in the baseball season now. And knowing that my pompous nephew, knowing that his diaper was getting fuller by the inning, just kind of made me happy.
What is the story with you and your nephew?
Is
my
your
nephew's
nephew an infant?
He's the one that went to checked into Louisville, a Republican, and came out an activist.
Right.
But he's also
Oh dear.
He's also it doesn't define him. He's he's got some views that he'll have to grow out of, but he's also categorically brilliant and will be making millions. I mean, he's already making more now than his dad or myself will ever make combined. But like if he wants to go see Pulp in Washington D.C. or Washington the state, he'll just fly out there, see him, come back. He's got he's got that kind of money. But he loves.
I mean, it's not exactly unheard of to have college age kids go from normal to or even right wing to left wing after they get out of college. Like before I went to college, I was very close to being a Randian objectivist, and then I came out a classical liberal with sympathies for social democracy. So,
okay, so since you haven't been asked this all night, I'll ask right now. Where would you go on this board?
Me?
Yeah.
Probably Adventures into the Unknown. I just love the way AGC told stories.
Okay.
It was unique to any other company. Whether it was their romance, their mystery, their suspense, or horror, and I'm making air quotes, or their dalliance into superheroes.
Once the dude says 10 on Lois Lane.
Then Lois Lane, because I even though that's post Rose and the Thorn, because that was a backup feature for about 25 issues.
One Jim says 11.
Quit jumping by big dollars. I want to do my catchphrase. Damn it. Take that back once. Make it 12. I can get 3 more bids out of that.
Take it back and do 11.50 and then no, don't do that. Don't. I like the 50. I get it. I like to say firefight as well, but all right. So Jim has.
But he's got to make money so that they can do rent this month.
Right now, it's.
That sounds like a need problem.
I've got $50 to pay off the lien on our stuff at the storage. $32 to pay what I didn't make. I actually owe the flea market this month $32, and then the rest is bids. But they are so behind on shipping me my books. I don't know if I'm going to have books next week. I told Gail that so I'm not excited about paying them for any bids or anything like that. But yeah, it's their portable. Yeah, sorry.
Beckman was correcting me. I mispronounced portable.
I have no idea where he is, but he is inside. He's inside? Yeah, he was in this box. He actually jumped on this box and sat in front of the camera for a while. He's not over here. Surprise! He's over here. An e-problem, Eric. Let's see. Have you tried gun shops? They usually need level-headed people with good sales skills, huh? Elizabeth, have you tried a gun shop? They need level-headed people with good sales instincts.
Yeah, they want people to shoot their mouths off.
Eric said, actually, they want people who shoot their mouths off. Get it? Shoot their mouths off. Get it?
Oh, shut up.
And he
Shoot.
was giving me shit earlier for
Mouths
archetypical.
off.
Hmm.
Get it? All right, we got 18.
Isn't a scalpel cheaper than a gun for that?
God,
And then
If you want your mouths
20.
off.
We've got
Wasn't
20
late enough.
from One Slick. All righty. And by the way, we are on our, okay, now we have 21 from Jim. Do we hear 22 as we are on our second Donnabrook of the night? Or 21.50. We don't hit dollar bids. Oh, by the way, we have a firefight!
And if I was able to take the first 2 hours off, waltz in here, only have to be here 25 minutes, get to 2 hours and 25 minutes, you won. No, actually, I won.
All right, we get 23 from Jim and 24 from One Slick Dude.
Should I put 8 or 10 on this? The smart guy said, put 8 on it. You might get some bids.
25 from One Slick. No, Jim, wait, 24 is One Slick is 26. Okay, there we go. All righty. That sounds good on, okay. What was the plus? That's true, actually.
I said, if I were 23 years old, I would be learning a trade yesterday.
Yep.
Because all you know that meme says, our generation is going to start a revolution. Your generation can't start a lawnmower.
And
I said, somebody's got to fix all the turtlets for those tech bros.
One Slick.
Academia's degrees aren't worth the paper they're printed on anyway, so trade school is the smarter move.
Oh, I remember one time I was at the store and I was talking to this guy who actually had a good corporate job, but he, there was this guy shopping for records who was just kind of keeping quiet, and he ends up chiming in and he goes, yeah, I went to heating and air conditioning school. I said, my house is paid off. Maybe just said it the way I would say, gee, I hate my mortgage.
Hmm.
Alrighty. One Slick. I need to find the One Slick page. And he's got this at 26. I know, right? The decision. I got talked out of going to air conditioning school because back then parents at least were convinced you needed to go to college.
Mm-hmm.
But my Uncle Charlie was making decent money in air conditioning and plumbing and all that kind of stuff. And I thought, well, that's more for me because I didn't like when I was in college. I was studying. I ended up studying film, but they gave me a whole bunch of classes that didn't have to do with film, and I didn't want that. I want to learn what I wanted to learn, and I thought the trade school thing would be better for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Glenzer comes in with 8 on Adventures into the Unknown. Making sure, where's Maranya? She's probably asleep. 2, 3, 4, 5. Maranya hasn't been coming around so much. Adventures into Unknown. She was here last night, though, for the cover ranking. It was a fun cover ranking, too. It was a 10 fest.
What covers did you rank?
Last night, All-Star Squadron, 1 through 12.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was fun. It was good.
Otherwise known as the modern JSA book.
Well, otherwise known as ASS, to tell you the truth. It's called All-Star Squadron.
Yes, I got the joke, but that would have been funnier if it were a bad book.
Because I explained it to you. You got the joke.
In the immortal words of Mr. J, if you have to explain the joke, there is no joke.
Oh,
Throws
no.
Harley out the window.
Jokes are funnier when you explain them.
Only if the explanation itself is funny.
Alrighty. Let's see. What do we need? We need some love for these Jugheads, and we've got a Lone Ranger book that. Come on, it's Gold Key Lone Ranger. I'll do the same deal. 13 if you get both of those. I'll drop the Lone Ranger to 8. Yeah, there you go. I'll do those. E's in Indiana, Moran's in Florida. E wants Freaky Friday. Well, except for I would have a husband, and that would be weird. Yeah.
Well, on this panel, I guess that depends on who you ask.
That's true. But yeah, I do want to be back in Florida.
Well, I speak for all of us that live in close proximation to you. We want that for you too.
I still don't believe you can smell me from here.
Well, no, that's because I have not much of a sense of smell anymore.
Since the last time I visited, thank you. All right.
I was thinking if I were young and got long COVID and my sense of smell didn't come back, I'd go into plumbing because then the worst part of the job would be easy to handle.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you just wash your hands after, right?
Yeah.
That's what we were taught when we were kids when it came to crappy jobs. Everything washes off. Okay, so what did we have here? We had a couple. Actually, I think we did only have a few. Glenzer has The Adventures into the Unknown. One Slick Dude has Lois Lane at 26. And Jim has Shazam. Did I put up the song? Jim has Shazam at 10. Okay. Let me... Oh, by the way, the pot-smoking neighbors moved today. They're getting out of the slums of Canterbury. Nobody bought the... Oh, you already have one of these, Tony. As a matter of fact, it's on its way. I sent you the... I emailed you the tracking number. But if you want to buy another, by all means. Oh, most definitely Fauci for prison. Let's see. Little brother got lucky and got into a good paying carpet cleaning job. He's doing way better than me. He's well respected. You know what? That actually sounds... I wonder how long does it take to learn air conditioning repair? I wonder if I can learn a new trick. I am an old dog. All right. Well, Tony... this one will... You're right now. You're at 79. I believe it's 79. Yeah. So you definitely got you got credit for it. Say the word.
Well, I didn't know about this.
What?
Apparently, a white couple was attacked by a black mob in Cincinnati last night. Beaten senseless.
Really?
Well, of course, you wouldn't hear about it because it doesn't fit the narrative.
Because it is forbidden to say that there is any sort of animosity in that direction. The opposite direction is fine, but in that direction, no. That's a conspiracy theory because we say so.
Alrighty, Tony, I got it down for you. Rush Limbaugh. At 10, and that puts you at 69. 69. Alrighty. Let's see. What do we have here? Oh, I need to price. I need to price a book, 2 books, before I put this next lot in. Alrighty. I'm actually putting 25% discount on the first book here. let's see. On the other one, I need probably go 15 on this, but I think 10 will be fine. All right. Come on. What couple black mob? There aren't articles you're looking for. Move along. Right. It's pretty bad out there. And I mean, for the last few years, we had, you know, aren't white people hateful? It's okay to do things. I mean, it amazes me that the people who say, oh, this guy said this and it's inspiring this kind of violence, say horrible, horrible things about people all of the time. Let's see.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3. That's 4. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Four, 5. I thought I had 10 books here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I might just put 8 up here. Or 6. Let's go with 6. Oh, let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3, 7. All right. Here we have 6. I like this book. Here we have Captain America, issue number 250. There we go. Next up, we have Batman, 9 Lives. This is a pretty damn cool book, by the way. It's an Elseworlds where basically Dick Grayson is a detective trying to solve murders around Gotham. Very good. Let's see. Then we have Captain Britain by Alan Davis. All right. Oh, goodness. Do I actually want to sell these? Well, let's see how it goes. Here's JLA number 7. No, I don't, actually. I don't. There you go. Let me put these down here. I'll just have these 4. There you go. 9 Lives. Captain Britain. And once again, 25% off, ladies and gentlemen. Here is Superman, This Island Brandon. There you go. All right. There we go. All righty. Let me get the go for lot 13, 14. I think we're on lot 14. Go for lot 14. Okay. Let's see. Fairlines at Trek said, "Sir, you're stupid as bricks and cowboy." Sir, you're stupid. Okay, cowboy. That's it. Quick questions. Fantastic Four movie. Are there multiverses? So 3 Reed Richards like Spider-Man movie. Yeah, he actually at the beginning says he discovered multiverses.
Well, that makes sense considering it's usually Reed who is the first one to discover it in most contexts. I don't know why they gave it to Doctor Strange instead in the MCU, but they did.
Okay. Okay, let's see. I also had the Freedom Fighters. That's a really good book, by the way. Highly recommend it. Robert Venditti. And this was the DC Stars of Magic with Zatanna. And the first appearance of Huntress. Both of them. And the first appearance of Black Canary. There we go. All right, there we go. I just saw how much it's going to be. So, all right. Okay, Glenn just says, "Fuck yeah, I'm getting that DC Superstars of Magic." All right, it's not mint, by the way. That's why it's it's the price it is. All right, and that is Superstars number 11.
I think I'm gonna dip out, guys. I'm almost
You're
falling
falling
asleep
asleep there, man. Okay, yeah, you were
Yep.
quiet for a while. I guess now we know why. You
Yep.
have a good time, man. Take care. Be safe. Happy
Yep.
birthday.
Thank
Happy birthday,
you.
Dalton.
here. Bye.
Welcome to old.
Yeah. All righty. And then we have Jim saying 6 on cap and Austin coming in with 7 on cap. All right. Captain America 250. We got Jim with 6 and then Austin with 7. Hey, oh, my daughter was here. Now she's gone. All right. He's a good kid. And Jim says 8 on cap. Good times. Last lot of the night, ladies and gentlemen. I told you it'd be a quick one. That's kind of cool. To tell you the truth, did about as usual, half and half.
Oh man, well, I was dick farting around on Twitter. I missed Cal Raleigh's 40th homer.
Cal who?
Raleigh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know.
I need it.
Not even a little bit. I do highly recommend the 9 Lives book. Where would you go on this one? Other than Superman, The Silent Brandon.
Yeah. The 2 Huntress first appearances are cool. But yeah, I actually do not have that Justice League at the moment, so
Yeah.
probably that. But the Captain America is a great little one and done. That was very good. Freedom Fighters. And I've never understood why that Zatanna book is so valuable. I'm guessing that must not be in very good condition for you to only have 10 on it.
It is not in very good condition, no.
Yeah, because I mean, they're just, if I'm not mistaken, they were reprints of when it was a backup feature, I think, in Lois Lane. So I said, but it's still pricey. I no idea why.
Yeah, it can get up to around $100.
Yeah.
Raw. I've seen it get up to $100. This one, the reason why I put 10, I probably could have gotten away with more, as a matter of fact. But you can see the staple pop. It's got lines going down.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I'm always in. I usually cheat to the point of smacking myself in the face sometimes, but it's okay. Alrighty, one slick dude. I've got you for 43, sir. Sitting at 39. I've got the Justice Society 34 to 35 for 4. The Mickey for 243 for 3. The Sabrina Christmas for 5. That's 4 and 7, and 5 is 12. 5 is 17, and then the lowest. I thought you won the lowest lane at 26. 17. Did I? 17 and 26. That's 30. Yeah, that's. I got 43. But, oh, okay. 32. 10 on Batman 9 Live, says Tony Hayes. Sir, I do not think you are going to be disappointed. This week is our. I mentioned it before. This week's my birthday, man. I'm kind of jazzed. Yeah, I'm jazzed to actually get a chance to go out. Gail took a paycheck loan so she could take some days off because we were just that last week where we were like so worried about rent and bills. She got really nervous. I'm calling them up. I'm getting us on a lease which drops the rent $300, and then we're going to use that to get all the Sabrinas were at $5. Yeah, that lot was a $5 lot. If you don't want them, I'll take them off for you. You know what? I don't care. I don't care. Here we go. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'll mark him at $3.39. That's fine. There you go. No worries. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. All right. But yeah, I'm trying to change the situation so we're not in the same place in 2 weeks. But I've noticed a lot of people are moving out of here, so I think we might be in a position of strength for our little negotiation. All right, I'm gonna put the 1 minute. I think I might have put the 1 minute warning. Nope, gonna put the 1 minute warning up. 1 minute warning. All right, use this time to write down some books. What did we get here? Just 2. Windsor with the DC Superstars. Nope, 3, because we had the 9 Lives. Tony Hayes for 10. All right, and Captains with Jim at 8. Yep. All right, all right. Boom, boom. Okay, so I need a Tony Hayes and AP and a Jim. Jim with Cap America. At 8. All right. That is 71. Okay, then we have a Windsor who had DC Superstars. DC Super 11. That was a 10. Alrighty, and then Tony Hayes has 9 lives. That was a 10. That drops to 59. Alright, cool. Now let me get the stop. Oh, I didn't even put the 1 minute warning up. I hit the bell there and it just went off. All right. There we go. Let me get the stop. And there we go. Alrighty, on this one, Glenzer had the DC Superstars. Goodbye on that one. That one is great. I'm a little bit that I'm losing it, but it's going to a good home. All right, Batman 9 Lives. Tony, you're going to love this book, I think. And then Jim had the Superman for 3,000, right? Jim had the Cap. Alrighty, at 8. And I do believe that is all of them. Alrighty, everything else hits the reject pile. I don't think I'm going to risk these again.
Another shocker.
What?
That Superman didn't sell.
I know, right? Cheap. Cheap. It's like I'm listening to my bird over here.
Why don't you have Heritage Auction sell it for you? At least
How?
you know. At least you know. I don't know.
I
I'll
wonder
find
how
out.
to do
Find out
that.
how they. I don't either, but I'm sure it's easy
Yeah.
enough to find out. And you don't have to worry about someone saying, "Oh, it's got a corner bent. I want my money back."
Yeah, I talked to Gail about that. I said, I called up a friend in Orlando. I said, dude, you have a buyer for this. I know there's got to be someone out there who wants this. Hey, can you do that for me? You put in one of the Totinos, right?
Yeah.
Can you set mine up?
Yep.
Thank you. I certainly appreciate you, honey, doing that. Alrighty, let me put the things there. I was wondering how tonight was going to go. I knew I wasn't going to be able to make a lot of money because it was only one box of comics. we sold half. You know, that's cool. That's cool. I tell Dom, I say, I don't count on you coming in every time and buying the books, but on times like this, sure hope so. Birthday's coming. I would love to change the restaurant we're going to. Not to mention, I would like to put a little bit away for the to make sure we don't go through that shit again. I feel like Roy Scheider. If you think I'm going to go through this shit again, that's a shark. Jaws 2, guys. That's what I was talking about. It's actually not bad. All right, Tony Hayes has Marvel 2-in-1 number 87 at 3, Rush Limbaugh at 10, and Batman 9 Lives at 10. This brought you from 82 to 59. And then RDV had the Debbie comic at 20. That brought him down to 80. Austin has Betty and Veronica Christmas Spectacular. I forgot the number. It was the $2 one. Spider-Girl number 94. And Iron Man 291. And Jonah Hex number 70. All at $2 each. Ms. Marvel number 6 at 5. And that's $13 from Austin. Austin, I know I'm holding a medium-sized box for you. One of the reasons is I've got some Marvel treasuries, and they have to go into a medium-sized box. I might have to separate them, as a matter of fact, but there you go. That would end up being 20 whenever you're ready to ship. All right. And that's 33 if you want that tonight. But what I would do is I'd have that first box. I'll put the Marvel treasuries in and fill it as much as possible, and then work on the next one with you. One Slick Dude bounced Justice Society 34.35 for 4. Walt Disney Mickey 243 for 3. Sabrina Christmas Special for 3. Mickey Donald 17 for 3. Lois Lane 133 for 26. That is there you go, 39. Alrighty, Jim had Betty and Veronica number 346 for 2. All-Star Superman number 6 for 2, as well as JSA 31 and Veronica number 348. And then for the $3, Super Goof, Dark Horse Comics presents, I think it was 36, the first Alien vs. Predator, scuffed up a bit. And then the presents issue number 1 with a Predator, those were $3. Batman Annual, these are 5. Batman Annual 11, Jonah Hex 65 and 76, and Marvel 2-in-1 number 88. And then we had an $8 book with Adventure Comics issue number 347 and Life with Archie number 92. And then we had a $10 book with Shazam 3 and a $8 book with Captain America 250. That is 71. That's what I got, Jim. All righty. And Glenzer had the Donald Duck lot for 20, the Uncle Scrooge lot for 30, Josie and the Pussycats number 77 for 3, as well as Reggie and Me number 37, Betty and Veronica 229 for 5, as well as Josie and the Pussycats 93 and 104, and then Sabrina 44, 50, 52, and 59. $8 for Adventures into the Unknown. I believe it was 146. I could be wrong. Then DC Superstars 11 for 10, and the subtotal is 109. And I know I'm holding some books for you as well. Whenever you're ready to ship, I'll go take a look and see what we got. All right, there we go. That is that. Yeah, that was relatively painless. I did let the things get, usually I have it on a 2-minute timer. I let it go for 3 minutes, and I know the conversation held us a little bit. Tomorrow, we might get together with Dalton and talk about Superman and Fantastic Four. So if y'all have seen that and y'all want to join the conversation, if you haven't seen it and you just want it spoiled for you, I'm not good at keeping spoilers. I hate spoilers, but I'm very not good at keeping them. And then tomorrow night, Superman Adventures comic book cover ranking. So that should be fun. That should be fun. Anything to add, Sir Breen?
Oh, no. I was just reading some more stuff about the events downtown.
Ah, okay.
Now people are saying it was justified because the two white people, I guess, ran their mouths, so it's okay for like 30
Oh, of
people
course,
to
yeah.
just
Somebody
shut up.
says something, being beaten to death is
Yeah.
totally justified. Dumbasses, freaking dumbasses.
I mean, if that's the case and they ran their mouth, then one-on-one, okay. Handle your business, but
Yep. And you like to say hashtag not all, but then you see the Twitter. I mean, it's not, but it's like, God damn it, stop. Just come on. I don't know. It's a lot different. When we were kids, like we actually there was a road it was like, okay, that's a black neighborhood. This is the white neighborhood. Occasionally we actually had fights, but after the fights, it'd be okay. It'd be like, okay, hey, Tyrone, it was always fists and it was one-on-one. If there was a rumble, two people got, no, because there was no pride in winning a beatdown. I don't know. Just, I don't get it. I do not get that kind of stuff. Surprising we got the same number. Woohoo! I guess if I keep the number of comics small, but don't do that. Don't do that. Let's go big and have to worry about it. By the way, Glenzer, I absolutely agree. Black mobs aren't as nearly as scary as the media that refuses to report on them. Yeah. All right. Anywho, you guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for making another successful auction. I really appreciate this. Yeah. Don't forget to do the whole clicking and all that kind of stuff, sharing. Tomorrow at 10:30 for Superman Adventures, probably around 8ish if we do the movie, if I'm not lazy. That would be the only thing, or just hanging out with Gail. Yeah. Otherwise, thanks for hanging out as always. Thank you very, very much for watching. Have a good night.
good night, kids.
Cool.